Welcome back to Psychology Facts and Tips, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of psychology. Today, we're exploring some mind-blowing psychology facts that will change the way you think about yourself and others. These facts will reveal surprising insights into human behavior, emotions, and cognition. So, let's get started. Psychology is filled with incredible discoveries that challenge our understanding of the human mind. Today, we're going to uncover 10 of the most astonishing psychology facts that will leave you amazed and perhaps even change the way you see the world. Fact number 1, the power of the placebo effect. Did you know that believing a treatment will work can actually make it effective, even if it's just a sugar pill? This phenomenon, known as the placebo effect, demonstrates the incredible power of the mind over the body. The placebo effect occurs when patients experience real improvements in their health after receiving a treatment that has no therapeutic value. This effect has been observed in various conditions, including pain, depression, and even Parkinson's disease. The mere belief that one is receiving effective treatment can trigger physiological changes in the body. Studies have shown that the placebo effect can sometimes be as strong as the effect of actual medications. This highlights the importance of the mind-body connection and suggests that our beliefs and expectations can significantly influence our physical health. Moreover, the placebo effect has profound implications for medical research and clinical practice. It emphasizes the need for rigorous control in clinical trials to distinguish between the effects of the treatment and the patient's expectations. Fact number 2, the bystander effect. Have you ever wondered why people sometimes fail to help others in need when they are in a crowd? This phenomenon is known as the bystander effect, and it reveals surprising insights into human behavior in group settings. The bystander effect occurs when individuals are less likely to offer help to a victim when other people are present. This counterintuitive behavior is often attributed to diffusion of responsibility, where each bystander assumes someone else will step in. One of the most famous cases illustrating the bystander effect is the tragic murder of Kitty Genovese in 1964. Despite multiple witnesses, none intervened or called for help in time. This incident spurred extensive research into the bystander effect, revealing that the more people present, the less likely any one person is to help. Understanding the bystander effect can help us become more aware of our own tendencies in group situations and encourage us to take action when we see someone in need, regardless of how many people are around. Fact number 3, the halo effect. This cognitive bias causes us to attribute positive qualities to people based on a single positive trait, such as physical attractiveness. In other words, we tend to assume that good-looking people possess other desirable characteristics, like intelligence and kindness. The halo effect can significantly influence our perceptions and judgments in various areas of life, including hiring decisions, academic evaluations, and even courtroom verdicts. For example, studies have shown that attractive individuals are more likely to be hired and receive higher salaries than their less attractive counterparts, even when their qualifications are identical. This bias can also impact personal relationships, as we might overlook negative traits or behaviors in people we find attractive. Being aware of the halo effect can help us make more objective judgments and avoid being swayed by superficial qualities. Moreover, the halo effect highlights the importance of looking beyond appearances and considering a person's actions and character. It reminds us that true worth lies in qualities that are not always visible on the surface. Fact number 4, cognitive dissonance. This psychological phenomenon occurs when we experience discomfort due to holding conflicting beliefs or attitudes. To reduce this discomfort, we often change our beliefs or rationalize our behavior. Cognitive dissonance was first introduced by psychologist Leon Festinger in the 1950s. One classic example is the boring task experiment, where participants who were paid a small amount to lie about enjoying a tedious task ended up convincing themselves that the task wasn't so bad after all, to justify the lie. This phenomenon can explain why people continue to engage in unhealthy behaviors, such as smoking, despite knowing the risks. To resolve the dissonance between their behavior and knowledge, they might downplay the dangers or overemphasize the benefits. Understanding cognitive dissonance can help us recognize when we might be rationalizing our actions and encourage us to align our behaviors with our true values and beliefs. Additionally, being aware of cognitive dissonance can improve our decision-making processes. By acknowledging our biases and the discomfort of conflicting beliefs, we can strive for more rational and consistent choices in our lives. Fact number 5, the Dunning-Kruger effect. This cognitive bias causes people with low ability in a particular area to overestimate their competence, while those with high ability tend to underestimate their skills. The Dunning-Kruger effect was named after psychologists David Dunning and Justin Kruger, who first described it in 1999. They found that people who are ignorant or unskilled in a domain often lack the self-awareness to recognize their deficiencies. This effect can lead to a paradox where less competent individuals are more confident in their abilities, while experts might doubt themselves. It highlights the importance of self-awareness and continuous learning. Understanding the Dunning-Kruger effect can encourage us to seek feedback and remain humble about our knowledge and skills. It reminds us that true expertise involves recognizing the limits of our understanding and being open to growth and improvement. Moreover, being aware of this bias can help us navigate social and professional interactions more effectively. By recognizing that overconfidence doesn't necessarily equate to competence, we can make more informed judgments about others' abilities. Fact number 6, the Pygmalion effect. This psychological phenomenon occurs when higher expectations lead to improved performance. Named after the myth of Pygmalion, who sculpted a statue that came to life, this effect demonstrates the power of belief and expectation. The Pygmalion effect was first studied by Robert Rosenthal and Lenore Jacobson in the 1960s. In their experiment, teachers were told that certain students were expected to show significant academic improvement. These students, in turn, performed better, not because of any innate ability but due to the teacher's positive expectations. This effect shows how our beliefs about others can influence their performance and behavior. Positive expectations can boost confidence and motivation, leading to better outcomes, while negative expectations can have the opposite effect. Understanding the Pygmalion effect can help us become more mindful of our expectations and how they might impact others. By fostering positive and supportive environments, we can encourage growth and success in those around us. Additionally, the Pygmalion effect highlights the importance of self-fulfilling prophecies in various aspects of life, from education to the workplace. It underscores the power of positive reinforcement and belief in achieving desired outcomes. Fact number 7, the spotlight effect. This cognitive bias causes us to overestimate how much others notice and judge our actions. In other words, we tend to believe that we are the center of attention more than we actually are. The spotlight effect was first studied by psychologists Thomas Gilovich and Kenneth Savitsky. They found that people often overestimate the extent to which their mistakes, appearance, or behaviors are noticed by others. This effect can lead to unnecessary anxiety and self-consciousness, as we worry about being judged or scrutinized. However, the reality is that most people are too focused on their own lives to pay as much attention to us as we think. Understanding the spotlight effect can help us reduce social anxiety and build confidence. By recognizing that others are not as focused on us as we believe, we can feel more comfortable and less self-conscious in social situations. Moreover, being aware of the spotlight effect can enhance our empathy and understanding of others. It reminds us that everyone experiences similar anxieties and that we are not alone in feeling self-conscious at times. Fact number 8, the Stroop effect. This fascinating phenomenon demonstrates the interference that occurs when trying to name the color of a word that spells out a different color, such as the word red written in blue ink. The Stroop effect was discovered by John Ridley Stroop in the 1930s. It reveals the brain's difficulty in processing conflicting information, highlighting the automatic nature of reading and the cognitive effort required to override this automatic response. When performing the Stroop test, participants often take longer to name the color of the ink and make more errors when the word's meaning conflicts with the ink color. This effect provides insight into the complexity of cognitive processing and attention. Understanding the Stroop effect can help us appreciate the challenges of multitasking and the importance of focused attention. It also underscores the brain's remarkable capacity for automatic processing and the effort required to override such processes. Additionally, the Stroop effect has practical applications in neuropsychological assessments, helping researchers and clinicians evaluate cognitive function and attentional control in various populations. Fact number 9, the mere exposure effect. This psychological phenomenon suggests that we tend to develop a preference for things simply because we are exposed to them repeatedly. In other words, familiarity breeds liking. The mere exposure effect was first identified by psychologist Robert Zajonc in the 1960s. His research showed that people tend to rate stimuli, such as shapes, faces, or words, more positively after repeated exposure. This effect can explain why we often prefer familiar brands, songs, or even people. Repeated exposure can create a sense of comfort and trust, making us more likely to develop positive feelings towards the familiar. Understanding the mere exposure effect can help us become more mindful of how our preferences are formed and recognize the impact of repeated exposure on our likes and dislikes. It also highlights the importance of exposure in marketing and advertising strategies. Moreover, the mere exposure effect underscores the power of familiarity in social relationships. It suggests that spending time and creating shared experiences can enhance bonds and increase liking between individuals. And finally, fact number 10, the Barnum effect. This psychological phenomenon occurs when people believe that vague, general statements about personality are highly accurate and tailored specifically for them. The Barnum effect, named after the famous showman P.T. Barnum, is commonly seen in horoscopes, fortune-telling, and personality tests. People tend to accept general statements as personally meaningful because they focus on how the statement applies to them while ignoring parts that don't. This effect demonstrates our desire for self-insight and validation. It also highlights the importance of critical thinking and skepticism when interpreting personality assessments and other generalized statements. Understanding the Barnum effect can help us become more discerning consumers of information. By recognizing the tendency to see ourselves in vague descriptions, we can avoid being misled by pseudoscience and focus on more reliable sources of self-understanding. Moreover, the Barnum effect reminds us of the human desire for personal relevance and connection. It underscores the importance of seeking genuine and personalized insights rather than relying on generic statements. And there you have it, 10 mind-blowing psychology facts that reveal the fascinating complexities of human behavior and cognition. From the power of belief to the influence of familiarity, these facts offer valuable insights into how we think, feel, and act. If you enjoyed this video and found it insightful, please give us a thumbs up. Your support helps us know what kind of content you love and keeps us motivated to create more. We'd love to hear your thoughts and any additional psychology facts you might know. Drop a comment below and join the conversation. We always appreciate your feedback and enjoy engaging with our community. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content on psychology and human behavior. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you so much for watching and being a part of our journey. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, keep exploring and learning about the incredible world of psychology.